It was just open. Just push it open.
They didn't go to the back.
Wait, did they come in? Did you see them? You just have to hit the thing. I gotta be off. Could you see if Mike can help you? I gotta get off.
Okay, wait, can I stay here then? Okay, yeah.
Hello. All right, Crash Bell presents the flow. Welcome and hello, Corpus. How are you? We hope you're all having a good day, having a good time. We are rolling this Saturday as it is a nice, lovely day. Another thing is the weather. Like a bit of a change, huh? But it's really nice. If you are not outside, get a little bit of that fresh breeze just for a second, then go back inside and get nice and toasty. This Saturday is going to be a good day. We hope that you all are here to not only take in some information, but also to learn some new things about some Corpus Christi doings. We will have a special guest coming in, and I'll introduce them in a second. But before that, let's just kind of wrap around everything we've been talking about for the month, for the year, as we are now hitting that 3 month period, right? And over the past couple of months, we've been asking, how have you been on that whole idea, right, of the New Year's resolution? How far have you come? Or how long ago have you quit? Either or, it's all good. Understand that, there's no rush. It's just a learning process. Understand that it takes time sometimes to get things together. So I want to encourage you all. For me, I had a pretty rough week, so I had to take some accountability for some of the things that I had going on and then, kind of do a hard reset. Just take a hard look at, what is Omar doing? What is going on here? You know? And when it comes down to it, I had a lot of things that were just kind of boiling up to the surface. And a couple of things happened where um, my personality or my words were not received well. And I had a bunch of thoughts about that. As we do, we tend to analyze and then question. And I questioned in a whole sense, is there anything that I did in this manner to offend, or is there anything I need to learn by some of the things that I may have said, or even more so, is there something that I need to forgive? Even one of the things that I realized is that when it comes to perspectives and personalities and systems and institutions, everyone has their own idea, right? So in this idea that they are in, everyone tries to they only see it from their perspective. So I have to also take that into account. But with that, let's move on. We're not going to get too much into myself, but what we're going to do is we're just going to give a little bit of tips and tools that you can use to keep on. And this is something that I did. First, you have to understand how I feel. Like, how are you feeling in the moment, and how is that feeling projecting into your reality? Whether you're slamming kitchen stuff, all the cabinets, or you are maybe starting little knick-knack fights with your spouse or your kids, whichever the case, just recognize how you feel in that moment. You have to rewind and then say, how do you want to feel in the future? Which also means you have to digest and understand what you're going through and why you may have been feeling this way. And this is not always easy, but whenever you find it to be a practice, it actually ends up being something amazing. So, what we got going on here is called self care, and it is the daily process, it's a daily practice. Now, with that said, we got some fellas that are in the building right now. And let's just get right into it, because we love the fact that we are local, right? Corpus Christi, we're here. Not only that, we love the fact that there's so much to do, so many amazing things going on. But what we really are trying to do is get the word out there. We've all recognized some of the hindrances that we have here in this city, and one of them is marketing. And so this is a option for you all to use and to get stuff out there. And that's why we're moving so hard in this city right now. That's why we're doing so many different things and we're trying to make things pop. But with that, my man Cool Joe, he's here with this special guest.
G Money.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And let's go ahead and I don't want to waste no time because we have a little bit of a break, but I want to get directly right into it. Tell me everything. But before you tell me everything, let me just preference, right? Cool Joe is a young man that I met here just being out. As I was networking, as I was doing all this wonderful stuff in Corpus, I started to go to events and I see this guy. He was putting on events with people that I knew. So I'm like, who's this kid? He's working hard out here. And not only that, he was supporting a really large event and a really large group of people, which for me touched my heart because I used to be not only in his shoes, but also one of those artists. So it's really special to know that he's out here supporting music locally. He's out here supporting people, getting their craft out there, giving them opportunity and spaces to just be themselves. Cool Joe, tell us more.
Yeah. Well, thank you again for having me on. Damn, so good to like actually kind of get asked this and then actually, tell people
Yeah.
for once, and
Yeah, man.
what I'm really doing. And at the end of the day, like my background is from Los Angeles, California. Um, I've been, an actor on hit TV shows and speaking lines and whatnot, and A-list music videos and all that stuff. And then when I felt like, low key, I saw kind of a trend coming to Texas. Um, and it felt good to be like, oh wow, like now I actually get to come back to my roots. And then when I came back here, I mean, I've been there, done that. I know I'm 36 years old, first of all, and so and I moved there when I was 18. In a nutshell, is that I learned hands on the industry and what it was like, and how you could get chewed up and spit out real quick and this and that. But at the end of the day, like you got to be able to just keep that faith and understand that like it takes a long time, but you have to be consistent. That's why it's not made for everybody.
Yeah.
So when I came back here, I was like, hey, I move a certain way, um, like it or not. But at the end of the day, like I just know that I'm here to be a mentor, be a coach, and show people like well, at the end of the day, I really believe in my own motto, which is I'm the antidepressant for the world. So
Yeah.
You just get a dose of me and watch what kind of entertainment we bring to the table.
Yeah, that's good. And it's some good entertainment. I've been to plenty of the shows. I mean, the one that I went to at the Art Walk, man, that was actually like it was I was with my son and he was like, this is some good music. And I'm like, yeah, it is, but it's really something that we can only stay for a little bit for. And the fact that he did not want to go was like, okay, that's cool. I mean, because a lot of times when I'm trying to show him music, it's like, especially some of the bands at the Art Walk, they're doing a lot of cover songs, right? They're doing
Yeah.
a lot of stuff that is going to be known, and it grabs the environment or the community because everyone knows the song. And he doesn't care about none of that stuff because it's older stuff, right? He's like, yeah, it's cool, Dad. It's stuff you listen to in the car sometimes.
But that's how you also get to like kind of like intertwine like their comfortability to like do their original music.
Yeah.
So when they do their original music, it's like that's again another platform besides the Wild and Wednesday at Exchange.
Yeah, exactly.
Or any other places. I even just book new DJs and or anything like that. Like at the end of the day, like someone has to do it, and I'll take that role.
Yeah, and you're doing a good job at it. So let's get into two things. You just talked about it a little bit. Wild on Wednesdays over at the Exchange. Shout out to the Exchange and all the wonderful guys over there. Love supporting them. Anything else? What's going on? What else?
Yeah, now that Noe Ibata, the one that is created the artist, and I've been working with him for like about 9-10 months now, and honestly, it was so funny because he found me on Wild on Wednesday, and it was Wednesday, and he happened to tap up my sister, and he was like, "Who's running this?" And he pointed at me on the stage acting crazy. And then I walked by and I said, "Hey, what's up? I'm kind of busy. I just need a drink and have to get back on. I got 1 minute. I'm running around."
Yeah.
And so then we met, and then we've been working on this. And then he said, "Hey, run the artisan, and it's amazing. It's Hollywood retro. It's everything I believed in. It was like a match made in heaven of like,
Yeah.
what the hell? Like this vision is amazing.
Yeah. That's
And also, we're going to change the game. So the art walk every first Friday, obviously, art walk.
Yep.
Now we have a big stage, and I would like anyone to honestly reach out and talk about if they want to perform, because at the end of the day, we also have the projector that shoots on that wall.
Yep.
And, now I told everybody I want them to do like, even if it's all on mute, so I want them to have like their day in their life, their documentary, their music videos, their QR code, their everything, their links to everything, boom, right there. And so they could make their own music video, their own like, quick documentary on the 20-30 minute set. So that's all that me art walk, and then we're gonna have Artisan open up in a few weeks, and that's gonna be a game changer, a new bar slash venue slash everything. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's real good, man. And so stay tuned, everyone. And we're going to give you all those details on how to get a hold of Cool Joe. So just stay tuned, listen up. And what it comes down to is, again, so much going on, so many people doing good things. It is beautiful that we can actually get people on here to actually see what is popping. Now, I know it's difficult to manage artists. So we're not going to talk about that part, right? We're not going to talk about what it takes to actually manage people, from not only artists but people, just in general. It's hard to manage people.
Yeah.
So not only are you managing a lot of people, but let's talk a little bit about like some of the people that you're working with, like the young man that you got here today, right? And what is your vision, let's say, for his vision? And how do you translate that to the audience?
So what it is I again, I have my own type of curriculum and boot camp of how I like kind of train like these artists that I want to manage, because I've been in the industry in Los Angeles, like worked for the P&E wing of the Grammy Recording Academy.
Yeah.
Worked for Jimmy Iovine and other A&Rs and some of the biggest in the world, but like work hands on and taught me, spit me up, chew me out, this and that.
Yeah.
And so when I come here, I do it very differently. Like I show these artists that like I don't want them to go through what I went through.
Yeah,
So
right.
and my main thing, and I preach it, and everybody knows
Yeah.
that whenever I have my own way and they get mad or whatever, I'm just like, well, if you can't like get past me, if I get under your skin, then I'm saving your time.
Yeah,
But you can't get past me. I mean, come on, man. You really preach this. You really want to be like an artist,
Yeah.
this and that, and
it's rough.
and but that's how I test them. And again, my dad's a Marine too. I'm a double pup. And he taught me just how to be disciplined and how to just be alert and watch my surroundings. And I always tell everybody I don't have their back.
Yeah.
I have their front.
Yeah.
Because they see me there.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's what's up. I love that phrase. So let's go ahead and get this young man on the mic then. Let's go ahead and bring him on. Right now he's acting as social media light right now. That's how we do. But okay, so I'm gonna give you the floor. But I want Cool Joe to go ahead and introduce you real quick, as you do if you were about to perform, right? How do y'all get into that zone?
This is my cousin. His dad and my dad are brothers, so that's first blood cousin. And so this is my cousin Giovanni Hernandez, aka G Money. He's building an empire of his own. He's doing his music thing. He has a group that he's created, and it's multiplying every week. People are really believing in his vision, and it goes by Catch Out Gang. So at the end of the day, whether hey, this is G Money.
G Money. I go by G Money. I come straight out of Corpus, Texas. Like Jojo was saying, I got my own group. We're getting bigger every day. We go by Catch Out Gang. Y'all could find me on YouTube. I Catch Out Global, and yeah.
Yeah, it's a video like every other week and a half.
A lot of videos, lots of music.
That's amazing.
Lots of more performances.
Well, where's the videos? Where can we see the video?
Catch Out Global on YouTube.
On YouTube. Cash Out Global. Y'all heard it. So check it out. We're gonna get right back in it because we're gonna take a little early break. And once we get back, G Money and I are gonna chat with Cool Joe, and we're gonna talk about what's coming up and some of that music that is popping up with all these videos. All right. Be back with y'all. Yeah, as soon as we come back on,
Yeah.
we're gonna get straight to it. Yeah, be comfortable. Be yourself. Don't worry about it. No, it's all good. If anything, just no fucks, no hard swears. No, you didn't. I usually have to tell myself. Actually, I'm really good. I'm really good at person a lot. And so I have to tell myself, oh, yeah, I can't say that.
Yeah, no.
But for the most part, simple shit, man. And I definitely want to make this something routine for us.
Yeah.
Because use this as a platform once again, just to get shit out. Any and everybody, at the end of the day.
Yeah. Oh,
And one of the things that's really, really dope about all this is that again, we have listeners that we would normally not have a demographic for or even tap into, because some of the people that are driving down their streets to listen to the radio right now, they're not on social media like that, or they don't go online.
Yeah.
But for the most part, man, yeah. So
that's what's up.
music wise, what do you wanna like, what's hot right now? What do you want to talk about? What's on your heart? What's on your mind?
I got a new video coming out. I got a music video coming out.
Okay, well, let's do this. What's the last video you put out that had the most traction? And then the new videos that's coming out.
I talked about the song that my newest song that I had dropped recently was about like 3 weeks ago.
Bet.
Talk about that. I talk about some of the upcoming.
Yeah.
The moonwalking.
Yeah. And so, yeah, and just let's talk about it. The inspiration, all that, whatever you feel that is going to get people to feel you and
Yeah.
connect with you. And there was something else that I wanted. Oh, as far as music, I mean the videos. How do you want to? Because that's pretty impressive that you're putting out videos so fast. So how would you like to um, highlight that? Because that's not no punk shit. Let's be real. Like,
Yeah.
we know what it takes to be consistent in putting out music videos, and it's a lot that goes into that. So I think it'd be really dope to highlight the fact that that consistency, that work ethic. You know what I'm saying? And we'll get into that after we talk about the two shits, the video. Sorry, but we're back on.
That's what's up, crazy.
All right, back on. Crash Trail presents The Flow, Saturday mornings, 95.1 FM. We got Cool Joe and G Money. So let's go ahead and get back into it, right? Let's go ahead and get directly back into this idea. So I'm just gonna ask you, what was popping last? Like, what was the last thing that you put out? What video that you had that was like, that you're really feeling?
So the last video I had was with my boy RC3. Look it up on YouTube, G Money RC3 Spin. That's one of our hottest videos right now. Got a lot of good comments on there, good feedback.
Who shouted?
Oh yeah, shot by Mollywop Productions. Shout out Mollywop Productions. Mollywop Studios right there off of West Point, 1501 West Point. Go check them out. Still get you right. I also got another video coming. We've been trying to stay consistent, trying to shoot a video every week. I got a new video on the way. It's called Moonwalking with me and Draco.
Great name.
That's my boy right there. I got a lot of artists I want to introduce y'all to.
Looking forward to it. Yeah, 'cause you got a whole clique.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what's up.
A lot of time.
That's great. And I'm curious about moonwalking, right? Because we can always, go back to the phrase of where we first heard moonwalker, right? But what is moonwalking for you? Like, what is that song? What does it entail?
So Moonwalking, we got the name Moonwalking. Because my boy Draco, the hook he came up with fire was about the Jordan's Space Jams.
Yeah.
Space Jams are?
Yeah.
It was based off of those. So
Got you. Yeah.
Moonwalking, Space Jams.
Yeah. There you go. Well, that makes a lot of sense. And if you're a culture vulture or culture head, culture, not those guys. Sorry, let's renege that. We're gonna take that out. We're gonna clip it out of the recording. If you are into culture, then you would know exactly how those words will play and how the genius of putting that together. Now, the consistency. Let's go back to that, because putting out videos that consistent is it's hard work, man. And you must be not only working with a team, but you also must be working really smart. So, how are you doing all this?
Just like you said, I got a team behind me. All my friends help me out. My cousin right here helps me out a lot. Gets me out of the shows, and he introduces me to a lot of new people. And I just keep going. Just keep making music, keep dropping videos. Mollywop Productions, as I mentioned him earlier, he helps a lot. Always pushes me like, hey, let's drop another one. Let's keep going. So
Yep, there you go.
that's what I do.
So what do you feel is your motivation right now?
Motivation right now, I'm just trying to, just like everybody here in Corpus that's an artist, just trying to change the game, like trying to make this more of a spot where there's more of a no spot with music.
Yeah. Well, it's crazy because and correct me if I'm wrong, but there's a lot of famous music people that came out of corporate. Right? Like, come on, we all know that there are some mega famous people, but at the same time, like, there's still just as much talent here, and to highlight that and to bring that to the forefront is amazing. But the thing is that you artists are the ones that are really creating this culture. You artists are the ones that are really creating the next movement because without you and without you being consistent, and again, all you young people out there that's looking for some inspiration, consistency is the point. I have had a business for over 10 years. And when I meet people, they're like, oh my God, this business is amazing. Look what you do. Look at, oh, it's this, you've done this, you've done that. I'm like, yeah, but I didn't stop. Yeah. Ever. And it was been some ups and downs. There's been times where I'm like, you know what? I hate this. I'm gonna quit. Because it is the challenge of pushing yourself to the limit and knowing that you can do it. But it really comes down to my dream and my focus. I am passionate about it. So what made you passionate about music? Like what got you there?
I started with my brother, my older brother, who him and his friends always rap, and I just fell in love with my sister too. My older sister, her, my cousin, his name is G Flow. He's another artist here in Corpus Christi. Uh, just everybody around me, all my family they all made music. My uncle's a musician.
Yeah.
So
It's in your blood.
I'm your cousin.
Yeah. It's in your blood.
When I want to say one thing is that, like, what I learned about like why I'm here and I love him is because I pushed him very hard. Like I mean, I pushed everyone hard. Low-key. I'm Corpus Christi's Kanye, and I really feel that way.
That's
Say
what's
that
up.
weird stuff, but like just to be me and just like cool doing it. But honestly, like I always tell everyone, like just reach and dream astronomical goals because obviously, in the majority of the time, we're gonna come up short. But I always tell everybody, just keep on consistently, you know, doing and repeating the steps because eventually you'll get there.
Yeah.
And once you get there, it's good. Every no gets you closer to a yes.
Yeah.
And I
Facts.
love you have to get there's no such thing as comfortability, but you have to get comfortable with rejection.
Yeah.
And once you do, then
Yeah.
you it's I mean it's easier said than done, but like at the end of the day, like
Facts.
when you train your mind like muscle memory, then it gets fun. And then I live with it now because I believe I can do it when I want.
Yeah. And I love what he said. Let's go about that muscle memory stuff because we're all about the anatomy here. We're all about talking about the neurons in the brain. And so he's absolutely right. The more consistent you are, the more you're building that capacity to know. And then your response every other time will actually be super positive because you built that memory. But if you built a memory of, giving up and feeling defeated and allowing rejection to shut you down, it's called fawn. It's a behavior trait. It's when you like just kind of you just kind of sink. Your shoulders sink, your head sinks, and you suddenly give up on everything that you dreamt about because someone said no, or it didn't go the way that you wanted. And those are moments to reflect. Like, come on, think about it. How many times did somebody say they didn't like it, or say they didn't do, or say they had a problem with? And those times where I went in and I'm like, "Word, they even like me." I'm gonna feel that. I'm gonna feel it. I really am. But I'm not gonna stay there. I'm gonna be like, you know what? Motivation.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use it as motivation and get me into the mode of, you know what? The no's give me more fuel.
Yeah. And also
Period.
whenever you trying stuff around, like
100%. 100%. And that's a real good tidbit too. Surround her. Like, yeah,
and I just say just get it.
yeah. But think about it. Like the people that you surround yourself. What is you're like the five most people, right? The five people that you're around the most, you
Yeah.
become like.
Yeah, but then I say come back. I was just blank because I didn't learn something.
Yeah. Well, but that's the thing, we don't want to shun people. We want people to learn and grow. But at the same time, we also know that if people aren't willing to keep up with the flow, then they're going to fall off naturally because it's just like
Let me ask you a
tripping.
question.
Shoot.
I want to ask you a question.
Go ahead.
Like truthfully, like being open minded, would you say that like you believe in the this thing when they say every dad knows a stud? So like be open minded,
Yeah.
stuff in the foot.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if I mean I think it's always about attraction of people come into your life to challenge you no matter what. And so I'm a firm believer that it is that you always have people that you are inspiring and you always have people that are inspiring you. So it comes from that notion, right? And sometimes people are not going to meet that mark. And man, even this week, I had a hard time with not judging and cursing folks out. And I have to really get into myself because people, just like you said, if you will, a dud, right? It's just certain things they can't get, and it's not my responsibility to teach them. And it's a certain point in their life where it's like, yo, I can't help you at this point. If you're not willing to listen, especially, and you're trying to only step on my shoes as I'm making moves, like you got to back up. And even then, I'll give people, I'm so forward these days where I give them one red flag. I'm like, you got one red flag. I'm going to tell you about it right now. And after this red flag, we're not going to be able to do this no more. I had to actually like tell a dude the other day, we can't hang out after this night. You said something that was really offensive, and I can't actually be around you because it's weird for me, and it makes me feel stuff in my heart.
It was friendly the other day at my house party. It's crazy.
Yeah, yeah, but that's what it is, right? Yeah, but that's what it is. You got to keep yourself in a safe space too, right?
Yeah.
There's no need for people to be in your circle if they're not going to respect and understand that this is a choice. Relationships are choices, right? And if you're not going to give me that same respect, like treat your neighbor as if, right? Then we can't talk, man. And that's just what it is. And until you learn that lesson, the door will be shut.
Yeah. It's called open house, man. It's open house.
Exactly.
And there's also open door.
Yeah, exactly.
Meaning hors d'oeuvre.
Yeah, exactly. But we got about 1 minute left. Let's go ahead and end this with who, where, and what. Both of you. Where can people find you? Cool Joe.
Well, obviously, Cool Joe the one. Just how you spell it. If you ever want to spell and be or anything, but like just how you spell it. Cool, COLJOETHEONE. Cool Joe the one on all social media platforms on Facebook. If you really want to know Joe Stallone, you can say that. There's a lot. But Cool Joe the one you can find me, and a lot's coming to Artisan. Following Wednesday Art Walk, and a lot more. Low Winters. Boom. Your turn.
You can find me on Instagram at the real Geo _223. That's DAZIO_223. And you also can find me on YouTube at Cash Out Global. And don't forget to go stream the new song on YouTube, Spin, with me and IC3.
Yes, sir. And share it. Share all that.
Yeah.
And while y'all on social media and YouTube, go ahead and look us up, Crash Bell. Official. Always. Mike, we out. The flow.
The flow. Cool Joe.
Appreciate it, guys. That was fun.
That was.
So we're planning for another one. Let's literally get it on the schedule and just start busting these out, bro. Because don't even worry about it. Like we're gonna be able to we're gonna do so many more of these, man. And I have a whole idea. I had one of my buddies helping me with setting up video for, but he was my co-host. But he had some business stuff that fell through, so he had to make some arrangements. But that's the next goal, man. I would like to have like a camera, and be able to translate that into like a YouTube podcast. Yeah,
Do that for
yeah. It's just the setup now, and I can do it myself with all my equipment, but then who's going to be on this side, right? So it's like I've been looking for a couple of different team members because, I just can't do it alone, man.
I'll do house too if I can bring somebody to record.
For sure. Yeah, for sure. And for video's sake too, I'm actually looking to finish up some new videos. Like I was telling you before, I did a lot of videos back in the day, and I've been itching to shoot something that's more musical. Because a lot of stuff I've been shooting has been more like experiential and like festivals and shit. And so now I want to really get back into the creativity of art. So definitely, say what?
The artists too, you get down.
Yeah, for sure. Actually, just started back with creating. Um, Started recording again and making some tracks like about a month ago. And so just starting to build up my portfolio. Yeah.
What social media you use?
I use all of them, but none of the music. I haven't been an artist, like an active artist, in fucking 10 years, bro. But yeah, man, my shit is I got all types of shit. Um, the new, yeah, I'll show you. The new shit I'm making, I'm not sure because I've been in all realms where I'm just like doing folk guitar music, singing. There's stuff where I'm rapping. There's stuff where I'm fucking nah, no trapping. Here, shit. This is let's see, where's back? Bitch, I don't think it's on here actually. No, it's not. Let's see if I can find that I cleaned off my computer. Damn. Don't leave home without your hard drive.
You already know we got the flow. I don't know if we're at. It looks like the 20th.
6.
We're right here. Live. It's finished up. Yeah.
What the fuck?
I just hit this one button. It's fun. 200 people like this. Bam, wait.